This is a concrete shelf. More specifically, it's an AeroCrete concrete shelf. And I'm a little scared to demold this thing because it is a DIY home recipe and I've never worked with this stuff before. Let's make something cool. So, a bunch of you sent me emails, comments, DMs on this new concrete that I had to try called AeroCrete. Specifically, you sent me a link to a video by a guy named Ben from Nighthawk and Light. And by the way, it's a phenomenal video. If you haven't watched it yet, I'm gonna leave a link to that video right here. And Ben gives this phenomenal breakdown on the science behind the real industrial AeroCrete and how he got to this home recipe AeroCrete. And it's just a really good video, you gotta watch it. So what it is, it's a concrete or cement that has been injected with a foam material to give it a closed cell structure, making it lighter but still yet strong. So of course, I've gotta try this out for myself and of course, give it my own Michael Builds flair. So let's try this stuff out and see if it works. As far as the mold is concerned, as I've said, we're gonna do a concrete shelf, and I'm not gonna bore you with the construction of this mold, but it is 32 inches wide, 8 inches deep, 1 inch thick, and I've done this nice whimsical radius on the front to give it a little bit of whimsy. And I've sealed all the corners with sealant and put a nice little radius on those corners as well. And I am going to spray my mold down with WD-40 as a mold release agent now, because lately I keep forgetting to do this simple little task, and causes lots of headaches when you don't do this. As far as this makeshift AeroCrete concrete that we're gonna make, we are gonna make a 3-gallon mix today to fill this mold, which I'm sure is gonna be more than enough. So right here, I actually have 2 gallons of Portland cement ready to go in this bucket. But we first have to mix kind of a slurry or a slime, and it's actually pretty simple. It's only 4 ingredients. We're gonna start with an ingredient called xanthan gum. This is actually used in baking quite a bit, and I actually use this in a lot of my bakes myself. So I actually happen to have this on hand. So we're gonna pour that in here. This is actually a 1/4 cup of xanthan gum. And since you can't just simply mix xanthan gum with water, we need a catalyst, which we are gonna use rubbing alcohol. Now, unfortunately, there's no measurement on this one. We just need enough of this alcohol to make a slurry and hydrate the xanthan gum. That's a smell. And now we're gonna use regular dish soap. This is the Dawn brand, I don't know if that matters, but this is apparently going to activate this slurry. This is 1 cup of dish soap, by the way. And now we're gonna add 1 gallon of water. And we're just gonna mix this up. And now we just have to let our slime mixture sit for about 5 to 10 minutes to hydrate. It has been 10 minutes and our slime is definitely looking like slime. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to add our slime mixture to our Portland cement, and we're just going to whip it up with this mixer. Now, from what Ben told us, we are going to mix this up, and it's actually going to like kind of double in size from the foam and all the air that's getting incorporated into the cement. But we want to mix it long enough to create a really great closed cell structure in here, but not too much to where we start opening up that cell structure. So we don't want an open cell structure, we want a closed cell structure. Ben says that we want to watch for if we see that the top is starting to, all the bubbles are starting to pop and dissipate, that's when we've gone a little bit too far. So we're gonna try not to do that. right, I'm not getting any more volume, so I think I'm gonna just stop there and let's pour. And we're all oiled up this time. Oh my god, this is like seriously. I can't get over how light this feels. It's so weird. It's such a pleasure to work with. Oh my god. It is so much easier than mixing up regular concrete. Oh my god, I have got a ton left over. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aren't you gonna put any metal reinforcement in this? Not this time. I wanna see how it does on its own. I'm not expecting much, but I'm just curious. Well, that's looking really rough, so let's see how it trows out. This stuff does not trowel well at all. I cannot, for the life of me, get a good finish on this. It really just wants to stick to the trowel. Alright, gonna let that sit for a couple days, demold it, see what it looks like, see how it turns out, see what the surface looks like, and see how much it weighs. Well, I think it's ready to demold. By the way, I gave this thing a good 4 full days to cure, because after 24 hours, I could still press my finger in here pretty easily. But one thing's for sure, it's definitely really light. It's much lighter. Now, usually the way I demold these things is I flip them over and I bang the crap out of them and usually end up cracking them, but I want to do this, so I'm going to take this mold apart. So good so far. A lot of air pockets. I mean, it's AeroCrete, right? Now, do I take it apart further, or do I see if I can get this out like this? Oh, I so badly just wanna do this. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Well, it's coming out, and I already cracked it. Son of a bitch! Oh man, this ain't gonna come out pretty at all. Nope. Oh man. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I didn't reinforce it, but honestly, I don't think that would have mattered. Oh. Yeah, Ben, if you're watching this video, I am so sorry. Maybe you could tell me what I did wrong. I'm sure I did something wrong here, but but I actually had a ton of this stuff left over, and I didn't want to waste it, so I grabbed a couple of nearby molds and poured those real quick. And this is another mold. Like every time I have a little bit left over, I can't help but pour this one real quick. It's these two lizards that are in a circle, and I'm just always very curious to see how things do in this mold. But oh my! I even poured this one to see how lettering would turn out. Yeah. Nope. But I'm not actually very surprised about the results here, because actually in England they actually call it RAAC, reinforced autoclaved aerated concrete. And they've actually had to shut down over 100 schools that have been built with their air-rated concrete because it's already starting to deteriorate and crumble with age. I'm actually going to link a really good article in the description below if you're interested in reading it at all. So yeah, I'll say it again. I'm sure I may have done something wrong here, and this is absolutely nothing against Ben's method or his video. He did a phenomenal job. You saw the proof is in the pudding. His came out great. AeroCrete, not for me. I think I'm going to stick with the Rapid Set products for projects like this. It's not a weird obsession unless there's candles involved. But this could use some candles.